Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Rimworld Ascension Ep9. I realized that apparently Vanilla Extended released some new mods, so I have added those to the save. So if you're using the same mod list, don't forget to add those in. And without further ado, let's get into this episode. So, again, same plan as always. Finish the base, get more food, try to get some research done. If I remember correctly, yep, we left off when we were about to go kill some Feralisks. Another thing we need to do, though, this came to my attention earlier. I noticed that the raids are getting stronger, and, well, it's because we have such high wealth, because we have just been gathering material and not disposing of any of it. And because we're not disposing of any of this, our colony wealth has skyrocketed. So we're going to need to deal with that, otherwise we might get overwhelmed. We either need to deal with it, or we need to install some proper defenses. Either way, though, that is something else that is on the agenda, is defenses. Alright, and the spiders have been dealt with. They are no longer going to be a potential threat. Wow, that's a lot of travelers. Okay, so in terms of basic defense structures, I'm thinking pretty simple. Just do like wall here. The main thing is we want to wall off these large exposed areas. Okay, I can make that wall a bit smaller. There we go. And aerial is a sad water. That's fine. That's not a big deal. So by doing this, it will wall off two potential directions for an assault and force them to either come through here or through here. So that will potentially help. Don't have the resources yet to do that, though. It also, coincidentally, will also stop fires from spreading into the colony. Although we are installing the fire breaks around our crops anyway, just to be safe. Alright, let's make sure the prisoners are in fact being fed. They are not. And where is Calhoun? Calhoun is doing some things that are not supposed to be getting done. Why? Ah, he tamed another Muffalo. Excellent. So now we have 2 Muffalo. Freezer space has also been finished. Oh, I forgot to switch that back to square. There we go. Alright, so, pretty simple. We're not going to allow rotten food here. That's like the big thing, is no rotten food in the kitchen. Then we install the stove there and the butcher table here. That way it can go through. We take this stockpile zone and we move it up here so that the corpses of animals are right here next to the kitchen, and that should also help with the speed of cooking. Oh, and another thing is we need to go into here and tell this to not store any food. No food can be stored here. And the final bit that we need to install into the kitchen is, of course, a light source. If I install this, it would break the wall. So we're gonna just have to settle with a torch on the ground. It's not the worst thing, but could be better. But now we have a proper dedicated cooking area in all of its glory. Which now means we can take all this rice and haul it into here. Now you'll notice that it is getting filled up with raw food pretty quickly right now. which is true. But we can counter that by building some of these, which will allow us to more efficiently store our food. I did not mean to put that one there. Here we go. Do this, then this. And now, as you can see, we'll still have empty space to store meals, but we'll be able to store all of the raw material just in the baskets, which should allow us to store food a bit more effectively. We're also, because we are sick of getting food poisoning every 5 seconds, going to install steel floors in the kitchen so that it's a cleaner room for cooking. Alright, looks like Certainty is doing good. And nobody else believes in ranchism yet. Yet being the key term. Why are you not being fed? Are you set to... No, you are set to convert. You both are. So, you just aren't doing... You just aren't feeding them. For some reason. Okay, well, that's a simple enough fix. You come in here, you drop that, you leave. I don't want to feed them raw food, but if I have to, I have to. Also, we can now slightly expand this to get 5 more tiles. Alright. And set this to... So this just takes this and burns it. That's all it does. We can give it a bill if we really want to, but we don't really need to. The only goal is to slowly burn away all the fecal sludge we have lying around. Calhoun, your job right now is to build those baskets so that we can store all of our beautiful rice we have harvested. And more ambrosia. Oh my, that's a lot of ambrosia just sitting out there doing nothing. Also, how many growers do we have? We don't have a lot of growers. Ooh, a war merchant. That could be beneficial. Alright, there we go. Food baskets. And with these, we'll be able to store raw food. And raw food only. And Kaida is now on a food binge. Lovely. But we actually have enough food to sustain that right now. It's amazing. Okay, so where is the person here we can trade with? Oh, they split their group for some reason. That's weird. Let's see if they wish to purchase any of our stuff. They do. Alright, they'll buy the feather dust and the royal jelly, which is good because we don't want those. We can buy some herbal medicine off of them. Sell them this wine, these bad weapons that we are never going to use. And we can sell them all this gold. Well, we could, if they had enough money. And now we get to play the fun game of how much can they purchase before running out of money. There we go. And now we have a bunch of silver, which we can now use to actually purchase stuff. So, hopefully that lowered our colony... Nope, that didn't lower our colony wealth. Our colony wealth went up. Lovely. What's the exchange rate on wealth of gold to silver? Let's see. Market value, really high. It's 9.98. Compared to silver, which I believe is 1. Okay, so it should have gone down. Interesting. Oh? Sovereignty of Ursun. Didn't I do this quest? That's how we got the psychic neuroformers. I don't remember. Actually, I can check here. No, not that one. Here it is, the Deserter. Yeah, Ulslis, the guy who we had to kick out. He joined us. And he was... So this is just that quest again. Only difference now is 2 champions, 3 troopers. I might be able to beat that. So, is him joining us all that we get from this? He is a Hussar, so we're not going to do that. Because he's a Hussar, that means that he's going to require Go Juice, and we just don't have that right now. So, he's not even offering Psychic Neuroformers, so there's no real reason for us to accept that. You got... Oh, no. Enbon's trapped. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so we're going to need to dig him out. Yeah, can you... Okay, yeah, get your mood up. Okay, good. Now break Enbon out. Okay. Hey, there you go. Tons of disliked xenotypes. How unfortunate. No, don't just stop. No, don't. There we go. Okay. Busting him out. There we go. We got our boy out. Okay, in terms of medicine, we're not doing too good, but we do have a very small reserve, as you can see up here. We have 25 herbal medicine. It's not a lot, but it's more than we've had for a while, so I'll take it. The potatoes and pumpkins are also almost ready to go. The hay grass fields are not being planted nearly as fast as I would like. And we are slowly burning through our fecal sludge. Excellent. Who just left 75 rice sitting out there? Horse meat. Yep, the meat is now going to begin rotting away, unfortunately. And we're going to drop that back down to 30 meals. Let's see. Another thing we still need to set up is the proper little dining room with tables. So, how do I want to do this? It's a very weirdly shaped room. This is going to be interesting. So maybe do table there. A couple of chairs like that. Yeah, that'll work. Grab the recreation... Oh, just deconstruct that one. That one's awful quality. We can do better than awful. There we go. And we can put an aquarium in here, too, if we really wanted to. I kind of do. I think it'd be cute. Alright, looks like Enbon is getting us another Muffalo. That's good. That's good. Still nobody doing research, but that means that there are other jobs that are of higher priority. Which is true. There are many jobs of much higher priority to be done. Like planting the hay grass so that we can feed our Muffalo in the winter. It looks like our prisoners are no longer suffering from malnutrition, so that's good. Oh, right. We need to give our mining guy his next orders, which is to dig out here. Like that. Look at all that rice. Each of these will last for about 38 days, which is a little over half a year in Rimworld time, because in Rimworld, a year is 60 days. For some reason. Also, looks like 2 of our people got into a social fight. Doesn't surprise me. Oldest member of the colony, and the guy with the ideology we want. Of course. Man, Storch is a mining machine. Slows down for nothing. Anyway, once this is planted, we will plant probably like a field of corn or something, like a long-term crop. It is still spring, so we have plenty of time to build up our food reserves. Because, as you might remember from previous episodes, specifically the ones in the winter, we were starving to death all winter, barely managing to scrape by and not starve to death. So, this time around, we're going to have a nice, cushy food reserve. Or at least that's the plan. Hopefully, the plan goes that way. And we can have a nice reserve of crops so that we don't starve to death. And even if we do start running low on food, we can always slaughter a couple of muffalo and use them to feed us. Which is kind of part of the plan. Anyway, is to use them as our meat sources. Since, if I remember correctly, ranchism is less about crops. Yeah, so crops are worked at 70% speed as opposed to 100, but animals are significantly better. Which I'm fine with. Slow planting of it doesn't lower the harvest of the crops, it only makes it take longer to plant them, so it's not super detrimental. Okay, let's see. Let's grow. I think I want to grow just normal corn. We'll keep this field on potatoes because I know potatoes can last a while. All right, look at that. Look at the progress we've already made in this episode. I know it doesn't seem like a lot if you've played Rimworld. I've played Rimworld, and even I would normally say that this isn't a lot of progress for how long we've been in the game. We've been going in this game for 67 days in game. So, we've been going for a while. Normally by now, I at least would be significantly further ahead. I'd have full defenses and whatnot. But compared to the absolute hellscape that the previous episodes have been, except for last episode, it's a nice change of pace to actually be making steady progress each episode, even if it's minuscule, like just digging out another room. And now there's a heat wave. That I shouldn't have said anything. I said something. I shouldn't have said anything though. Clearly. That is going to be rather unfortunate. We are going to install some coolers so that we don't all burn to death. And the corn has been planted. Excellent. More ambrosia to haul off to the pile. And just to confirm, you can use ambrosia. Go use some ambrosia, sir. There we go. Get that extra +5 mood boost. Yeah, it's 114 outside and 107 inside in the rooms that are not being actively cooled. Which sounds absolutely dreadful, if you ask me. Oh, and Ariel is in a daze, of course. Oh, and they've straight up collapsed. Oh, it's because heat stroke and malnutrition. Because people keep forgetting to give them food for some reason. Yeah, we sleep in fur beds, and now everything's overheating. That sounds absolutely lovely. Doesn't it? Yeah, let's sleep in fur beds when there's a heat wave going on. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, you have been fed now. Alright, so I think I am going to go with my plan of setting up a single tile stockpile zone that will store meals. And that'll be all it does. Priority critical. Now we tell you... Oh, I suppose I can't. Well, you'll cook some food and haul it in, hopefully. There we go. Temperatures are stabilizing. Oh, another social fight. Doesn't look like anyone got injured, though. Why are you taking the Muffalo out? Oh, I forgot to tell you to not ride them. Whoops. Could you rope that guy in? Assassination request? No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to go do that. I value my health. Oh, look! The fire break's being installed. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Now that the fire break's being installed, I will have to worry significantly less about my crops being burnt to a crisp should something happen. Yeah, we won't need to go out on any expeditions for a while. I think we've got ourselves a pretty nice little space here. There we go. Calhoun. Actually, Calhoun, you have, like, horrible animal skill. Why are you even doing animals? No, no. Stop. Stop running back and forth. There we go. Oh, an eclipse. Neat. Oh, and that's 30 more ambrosia. Very nice. Get that hauled in. Alright, and now we have dug all the way out to here. We can now do this. And we can also, finally, remove the last of the plans. There we go. The base is almost complete. Now all we need to do is haul in all these research benches so we can use them. I do plan to install a door here, that way I can have 3 possible escape routes in case something happens on one side. Well, 4 actually if you include the bathroom door. But that one kind of exits you in the same general area as this, so it doesn't really count. It's more of just a maintenance tunnel. Alright, looks like the coolers are doing their job in keeping everything at a more manageable temperature. And just to confirm, now that we have all the animals tamed, oh yeah, look at that. Consumption is 3.42, and it grows naturally 10.8 nutrition. Yeah, these Muffalo, they're good. They got the food. And we still got one more we are trying to tame. Gotta try to convert apple. Well, that's fine. Change from 0 to 12. Okay, people are starting to really not like me. Can we confirm? Can confirm. People just don't like me. Natural goodwill. What is everyone's natural goodwill absolute despisal of me? Is it because I'm a Neolithic nation? Let's see. Natural goodwill. Minus 100. We are supremacists and we are raiders. Ah! It's because of our ideologies. Okay, well that I didn't know could happen. We're still going to be supremacists because of ranchism. But we won't be raiders. Okay, so that's something we're gonna need to fix is that supremacist thing. And there we go. One more Muffalo to add to our little Muffalo patch. And that brings us up to a total of 4.28. So with, what, 5 Muffalo? Yeah, 5 Muffalo is equal to about 5 here. So that's pretty manageable. We have 2 males, 3 females. Excellent. And the new storeroom is being dug out as well. Although, I don't think I'm going to deconstruct this one. I think I'm just going to take another stockpile and put it up here. That way we have 2 stockpiles. No point in getting rid of this one. Yeah, we still need a lot of storage. So. Sadistic rage. Well, he's not killing them. He's just beating them almost to death. And the heat wave is over. Okay, well, because the heat wave's over, we no longer need to keep those fueled. Oh, you have an axe. Did you cause any permanent injuries? You did not. Okay. Where is the doctor? Doctor? Oh, N-Bond's going in. Okay, that works. And Calhoun is finishing up the last bits of the last bits of the fire break now. And then he should build this, and then we can begin the wall construction. If all goes well. And the potatoes are being harvested now. Good, we can add those to our food reserves of 493 rice. It's a lot of rice. And 4 simple meals have rotted away. That's fine. So let's actually lower the amount we have. So we have 17 there. So let's drop this down to like 25. Oh, and he's a sad wanderer now. Might need to build a couple more of these. We'll build 2 more. We will build 1 more of these burn pits. That should help us burn through all of this fecal sludge a little faster. I think I'm gonna queue up the walls now. We're gonna use sandstone. Right, sandstone's what we got. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of sandstone. Alright. We'll start up here because it's the smallest portion that needs to be walled off. We're just going to start slowly closing the lines of attack until they all have to come up through here. And then we can turn this into a little choke point. I mean, unless, of course, they just bash through the walls or bash through the doors, but they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to us. Okay, these guys are just straight up not being converted for some reason. So I'm going to set up new priorities for Calhoun, which is everything will be set to number 2, except for wardening, and hopefully that'll get him to go do wardening more frequently. I still don't know why he's not actively trying to convert them. That's like his job. Maybe their moods are too low? I don't know how it works. No, moods are pretty decent. Man, look at him going there. Making those clean floors. Less food poisoning. And that's 30 more ambrosia. We are generating way more ambrosia than I think we could ever reasonably use, which is good. Having it in high reserves means we can sell it. And I'm pretty sure it sells for a pretty tidy profit. Yeah, one of these is worth 15. Ambrosia is worth more than gold. Think on that. And we're just able to grow ambrosia effectively for free. I mean, all we have to do is have Apple spend some time over here trimming a tree, and we get dryads that just produce it. There we go. Alright, we got secondary bathroom up and running. This is good. Look at that. Almost 1,000 potatoes in storage. Oh, what's this? Can't argue with that. We might actually have to expand the freezer in order... Well, it's not really a freezer. We might have to expand the storeroom a bit in order to make room for how much food we're making. Because I want to have a nice, chunky reserve of food, as I stated earlier. very important, I feel, for us to have a good reserve for when winter comes. I mean, it's already the 3rd of August, which is summer, so we only got 12 more days of summer, then it'll be fall. And we have 20 days of can't grow stuff, so, you know, gotta make the most of what we got. Well, at least our prisoners are no longer actively starving. Oh, that's why they're not getting converted. For some reason, it was set to the wrong ideology. Man, oh man, how long has it been on that? Do I really want to know how long that's been like that? I kind of do. I kind of do. I might have to go back and watch some of the previous episode footage and see how long it's been set to try to convert them to Yucatay army instead of Ranchism. How long has it been like that? How did I not notice? Where did all of our wood go? Did we use it all? Huh, I didn't think we could use it all that quickly. Okay. Well, lucky for us, the environment has recuperated. There we go. Okay, now Calhoun is actually doing his job. So yeah, that was the problem. Okay, well that's good. Once we get these two converted and then recruited, we will then put a couple more of our people in there, convert them, then release them, and just keep doing that. And that is another 30 ambrosia. And look at that, we got our fire break up and running. Not that you can really see it here due to the sheer amount of slate, but, you know, it's there. Actually, I think I'm going to move this into the, into here for a bit, so that he starts removing all the stone chunks from the base, so that they're not just kind of sitting there. And we're finally deconstructing this ancient building. It is quite sad. I did want to turn it into our ideology area, but I have a better plan on what to put here. Looks like all this stuff's been removed too. Might need us up another table though, considering we have, you know, 7 colonists. Ooh, a feast! You know what? If you guys think you have enough food for a feast, go ahead. We got a lot of raw food. We don't have a lot of cooked food, though. I mean, to be fair, we are storing a whole 10 meals in here with the prisoners. Okay, see, now we're starting to make small dents into their beliefs. And the potatoes have been planted once more. And the pumpkins are being harvested and planted. Oh, pumpkins last 50 days. That's a long time. Oh, this is good. This feast will hopefully help our mood in the colony go up a bit. We don't have a lot of food, but, you know, we have some. And I feel like they deserve a celebration at this point, given the absolute hell that they've been through. I feel like a celebration is completely justified. That was good. A little feast, get everyone nice and happy. Latch is, once again, just getting back on the grind. Latch, can you... No, okay, so the room's not dirty, it's just he doesn't have... It's the walls, I'm willing to bet. Alright, so we are going to... I mean, we already wanted to replace the walls, but that just confirms it. Oh. We actually got some psychoid. That's another drug for us to use to keep our colonists happy. We are also going to build a couple more research benches just to help speed up the research process. Oh no, an ambrosia binge. The boom rat's more threatening than that. We have ambrosia. Binge all you want. It does not matter. There we go. Problem dealt with. Oh no, you don't. don't just leave that fire because it's like slightly out of range. All right, I think I'm gonna leave this episode off here. Not a whole lot happened today in terms of stuff that I would consider interesting, but we've made a lot of good progress, and while this only says we have 8 days of food, it is not considering us cooking the food into meals, so we have, I would personally say we have like a good couple months worth of raw food and storage. We have lots of ambrosia to keep our people happy. We're finally getting our psychoid turned into tea so that we can use that to keep them happy. And we finally figured out why the prisoners weren't being converted. So all in all, a great episode, and I will see you all in the next one.